She said, which one was it?
Which one what?
This one or this one?
This one or this one?
I think it was this one.
I think it was this one.
Then she called for Rosalina.
Rosalina,
You drink this potion.
you drink this potion.
It will reveal anyone who is in disguise.
It will reveal anyone that's in disguise.
And so, Rosalina drank the potion and gave it back. And then she said, all right, fairies, come with me.
All right, fairies, come with me.
Let's go look for him.
Let's go look for him.
They headed off into the forest in search of the missing king. They searched far and wide. They searched high and low. Their travels brought them across the path of a frog who said,
Ribbit.
when Rosalina saw the frog, she was overcome with emotion. She said, my love!
My love!
Where have you been all my life?
Where have you been all my life?
And the frog replied,
Ribbit.
she said, you're so well spoken.
You're so well spoken.
And so handsome.
And so
And
handsome.
she heaved a sigh. What happened to her?
What happened to her?
Come around. And Natalie said, I think maybe Mary mixed up the potions.
I think Mary maybe mixed up the potion.
Katie said, yeah, it looks like she gave her a love potion.
Yeah, it looks like she gave her a love potion.
Natalie said, if she gave her a love potion,
If she gave him a love potion,
then she didn't give her the revealing potion.
then she didn't give him the revealing potion.
We'll never find the king.
We'll never find the king.
The frog said,
King? Ribbit. Did you say the king? Follow me, Ribbit.
he's so smart.
He's so smart.
And off they went. They followed the frog to a dark cave in the side of a mountain. The frog pointed into the cave and said,
Queen. He wants me to be his queen.
he said, oh, brother,
Oh, brother.
I think he means the queen is in there.
I think he means the queen is in there.
I'll go check it out.
I'll go check it out.
She stepped inside the cave and said, oh, the entire royal family is here.
The entire royal family is in here.
She said, princesses,
Princesses.
queen,
Queen.
wake up.
Wake up.
Princess Madeline stood up and said, are you here to rescue us?
Are you going to rescue us?
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
This cave is filthy.
Hey, filthy.
And Princess Eliza stood up and said, I want to get out of here now.
Get out of here now.
Queen stood up and said, let's go.
Let's go.
So the fairies, the frog, and the royal family headed off. The knights made sure that their brave royal family were safe. And then they tiptoed out. The dragons noticed it, of course, and said,
Hey, where do you think you're going?
the knights turned around and bravely said,
You want to take us, dragons?
the dragons were furious. They charged.
Run! Oh.
They were not so brave. The knights said, take that.
Take that.
And off they went back to the castle. And they dropped their swords and put them in the sword storing place. And the dragons said, great. What do we do now? This dragon stepped forward. And the dragon fireball said, we're going to have to tell Montreux. And the dragon legend said, I don't want to. Let's go. Off they went. They met them in the forest. Cruella said, what news?
What news?
And this dragon said, well, they all escaped.
Well, we all escaped.
Montreux was furious. How did this happen?
How did this happen?
Legend said, well,
There was a fairy and a frog.
Cruella said, wait, did you say frog?
Did you say frog?
She whipped around and said, do you know what this means?
Do you know what this means?
I know what this means.
I know what
That king is trying to get us.
this means. The king is trying to get us.
They said, dragons, back to your cave.
Dragons back here today.
Cruella stepped forward and she said, I must make another royal decree.
I must make another royal decree.
Okay? And she said, hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye.
All frogs must be given to the king.
All frogs must be given to the king.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Then she headed back to the castle. Meanwhile, over in Mary Popper's cottage, she said, said, "Get him out of here!
Get him out of here!
Do you know what will happen?
You know what will happen?
You've got to bring him to the castle immediately,
You've got to bring him to the castle immediately,
or you'll get thrown in the dungeon."
or you'll get thrown in the dungeon.
Katie said, "Let's go."
Let's go.
So they all headed over to the castle, where Rosalina stepped forward and said, "King, I give you my frog.
King, I give you my frog.
Goodbye, my love."
Goodbye, my love.
Cruella said, "This one is mine."
This one is mine.
She brought the frog out front, and she said, "Get ready, frog.
Get ready, frog.
I'm going to wipe your memory.
I'm gonna wipe your memory.
You'll never know you were king."
You'll never know you're a king. Lickety splickety spin it away. I will erase your memory today.
She raised forever wand, but in that moment, Mary Plopper's enchanted broom acted of its own accord.
You evil broom, stop doing that.
It knocked the wand out of her hand. She spun around and said, "Look what you've done.
Look what you've done.
You ruined my spell.
You ruined my spell.
Who knows what will happen now?"
Who knows what will happen now?
The king stood up. He had been transformed back to his former state. He said, "I'll tell you what will happen.
I'll tell you what will happen.
You will be banished."
You will be banned.
Oh
Oh no.
no! Just then, Rosalina stepped forward. She said, "So, you're not really a frog?"
So, you're not really a frog. No, I am the king.
She said, "Forget this."
Forget this.
The king walked straight to his throne and said, "Give me my crown!
Give me my crown.
And give me my throne!"
And give me my crown.
Then he ordered, "Dragons,
Dragon,
take them away!"
take them away.
So the dragons came and took the evil wizard and took the evil king away to the dungeon. Yeah, it took a little.
There you go.
So at that moment the king said, "Now the royal family may return."
Now,
There you go.
The princesses and the queen all returned, and they all looked at the wonderful clumsy wizard and said, "Thank you, Mary Plopper.